A reading from the Holy Gospel according to Mark. And a leper came to him, begging him. And kneeling down, he said to him, "If you are willing, you are able to cleanse me." Then Jesus, taking pity on him, reached out his hand. And touching him, he said to him, "I am willing. Be cleansed." And after he had spoken, immediately the leprosy departed from him, and he was cleansed. And he admonished him, and he promptly sent him away. And he said to him, "See to it that you tell no one. But go and show yourself to the high priest, and offer for your cleansing that which Moses instructed, as a testimony for them." But having departed, he began to preach and to disseminate the word, so that he was no longer able to openly enter a city, but had to remain outside, in deserted places. And they were gathered to him from every direction. The Gospel of the Lord.
We have heard in our Gospel today a leper who approached Jesus asking or pleading for mercy and healing. And Jesus said, "I do will it be cured." What could this statement of Jesus mean? Buot ako nga maayo ka. Sa unang panahon, when you have leprosy, the effects are visible. Ang imong panit, yung mga balat, nasisira, iba't iba ang kulay. And then, not only outward manifestation of the illness, but also there is that damage to the nerves. Yung nerves sa mata could be affected by the disease. Muna nga mabuta kung pasagdan o madaot ang pananaw. It can also damage the nerves sa dulonggan. So dili makabati. It can also damage the nerves sa ilong. Munang, I happen to be assigned in a place close to a kanang leprosarium. Nakasakay ko og tricycle nga siguro siya leper sa una kay na may deform gud ang iyang ay mga bukol-bukol, no? Iyang kamot. Not only the nerves, but also the muscles, no? Munang tiko, o dili nakalihok. We can imagine the sufferings that this leper experienced. He was isolated. He was alone. Kung dili ka na makalihok, kinsa may mupakaon nimo. People are prevented from coming sa iyahan. And not only physical health ang gideprive, but also deprivation from being connected sa iyahang family. He was isolated from the people he loves and those who love him. It's like a fish being taken away from the water. It's a difficult and painful experience. Not only he was being isolated from the family, from friends, but also from the liturgical services sa ilang panahon. In other words, the effects of leprosy is very breaking inside and outside. And that's why we can see that this person is living a broken life. Then here comes Jesus. When he approached Jesus, he said, "If you will to do so, you can cure me." And the Lord said, "I do will it." It's like saying, "I will restore to you things that are important that were taken away from you." It's a restoration of the whole person. Many scholars sa pagtuo nato, kanunay, they always see leprosy as a symbol of sin. Maybe the external effects are not visible, but internally, sin can be damaging. When we sin, something is being deprived. We are isolated from the best version of who we are. Sayod man ta ni ana, like this leper, when we sin, we suffer. There's something being deprived within sa ato. Muna nga bation nato ang kabugat sa atong dughan. When we sin, sayod kita nga dunay pagpailayo sa kaugalingon sa Ginoo. And that is why when the Lord said, "I do will it," sa mga panahon nga kita makasala, there's that deep desire of Jesus not prolonging our suffering. Na kita maayo pag-usap. I happen to read some articles regarding leprosy ug ang mga effects niini. Sa conclusion sa article nga akong nabasa, the advice is early prevention is best for people who have this kind of sickness. If we apply that spiritually, early prevention, kung doon na natay mahibalaan o makita ng mga sala nga itong nahimo, early prevention is best for us. Dili na nato hayaan nga magdugay pa ang atong mga sala. The Lord said, "I do will it." Nga unta maayo na ka. Nga mabalik ang tanan. Nga wala na'y masira sa sulod. Nga dili na ka mahilayo sa mga nahigugma kanimo. Another aspect that we can look into in this gospel here, nga posible nga kining sakit sa leprosy irreversible. Matud pa sa mga articles na akong nabasa, na kung pabayaan ni o dili tambalan, it can be very damaging. It can lead you to death. Ang term nga gigamit, irreversible. Ug mao sab kini nahitabo sa tawo nga sanglahon. When he approached Jesus, bringing all the sufferings and the difficulties and the pains and the irreversibility of his situation, parang giingnan sa Ginoo when he said, "I do will it." Nothing is irreversible before God. Bisan pa kung unsa kadako ang atong sala, no sin is irreversible before the power and mercy of God. broken lives can be restored because our God is a compassionate God. Sa atong ebanghelyo, at the start of the gospel, we find the leper being isolated. In contrast with Jesus, who moved freely in and out of the town. But because of this encounter with Jesus, there was the reversal of fate situation. The man who was a leper and was healed was now can freely move. Maadto sa mga pari, maadto siyang pamilya, maadto siyang mga higala, makatrabaho na siguro. But look at what happened to Jesus. He was isolated. Dili na gani siya makasulod sa mga lugar na naandan niyang masuluddan. This is the good news. God will risk His life in order for us to be freed and liberated from sin. And this is what He did on the cross. He would even go to the point of that death just to give us life. A total reversal. And the Lord would not hesitate to do that for us to be restored once again sa atong pagkatao. And that is why this gospel today is good news for all of us. Kung doon na tayo mga sala nga nabugatan na ta, just remember what Jesus said. Gusto ko na dili na ka mag-antos. I do will it. And I will do everything just for you to experience the freedom of being a child of God once again. May this good news of today's gospel make us like the leper to come to Jesus, kneel before Jesus, and ask for His healing.